Okay, we're here on Damman Street, and there's going to be a few things to go over. Just very quickly, we've already got a couple jobs that have started and been completed, but I just want to make sure that we go over the process correctly. We'll have roughly 3 different contractors in here, one of which will be Cedric for mostly trash out and cleanup sort of things, and most of that stuff is done. We'll probably have him out here to do a little bit of exterior work as well. And then we have foundation work, which was already completed by Ron Vermiglio, and I know that we've already received an invoice on that. Next piece we're going to go over is all the other detailed items, which will probably be done by Joe Malishka. So we'll get going here. So we're at the front porch, and you can see where we need a little bit of tuck pointing, and that is used by just a little bit of mortar mix. Again, that will be the Joes who can do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this work together. Remember, everything I'm going to do, generally everything falls into categories of what we have created in Podio. And there will be certainly a few other things. So, okay, paint. We're going to paint the entire house, all the walls, and that will be done by Joe Malishka. And then we've got probably going to redo the wood floors, and that'll be for the living room, hallway, and 3 bedrooms. And that would probably be done by Johnny. Johnny's flooring. And then, let's see, we'll probably replace all the plugs and switches. That would be Finish Electrical. And that's all going to be done by Joe. And let's see, we're going to need smoke detectors, 1 in each room, so 1 in the hallway. You can see that they must have an existing smoke detector here, but the Joes know what to do, and that's obviously going to be their job. In fact, there's another one there. But we need 1 in each bedroom. That's 3 bedrooms. Got to make sure the one in the hallway is working. And then we're going to put 1 downstairs, and then we need a carbon monoxide detector. Those all are done by Joe Malishka. In the bathroom, I think I would like to consider us doing glazing. Maybe glaze all these tiles. We do have a glazing company that works in there. And what I'd like you to do is call and see what their schedule is like for this. And then we'll go from there. I'm also going to have the Joe Malishka probably replace this mirror with something a little more updated. The light is fine, the sink is fine, and it probably, and then maybe just, replace the toilet with a white one, and consider glazing the rest of this. In the kitchen, I don't really see any work for them to really work on, other than obviously we'll just paint like I'd already discussed. Okay, I'm going to film this real quick. There's really just, I've already talked about a couple of these, but this is from the city. They're going to want the carbon monoxide, which I've already covered. We do have to have a handrail, which when we go downstairs, you see that handrail, there's no handrail currently down there, so we have to have a handrail, which is this one right here. We need to hire an HVAC company to come in and certify the furnace. We can just use Lizoot Heating and Cooling for that. And then in the laundry room downstairs, we have to have a GFCI, which is basically one of these receptacles. It's here next to the sink. And in Michigan, we have to, probably most of the country, when we're within I think it's like 6 feet of a water source, all your plugs and switches have to have this ground fault interrupter, which is kind of indicative of this red and black, which prevents electrocution. Anyways, we need one of those down in the basement, probably in the bathroom and also the laundry room. And then at the front porch, I already made that repair. We have to repair the broken basement window. The Joes can do that as well. So you can create a window, repair window, and then just description basement window. And they were just mentioning, repair or replace damaged door trim. So I'm gonna go down there and we'll see what's going on. Okay, I've got the lights on, but we wanna make sure that one of the things that the Joes do is they go through and make sure that there's no light bulb in there, no light bulb there. We wanna make sure that that all the light bulbs are working throughout the house, and we could change a couple of light fixtures. The Joes know what to do there. Same thing down here. We want to make sure that we have functioning electric, and right now this basement light is not working. Okay, down in the basement, and what we're gonna do is it looks like kind of a mess over here, but really what I'm gonna have the Joes do is I'm gonna have them replace put up some new walls over here to cover this sort of ugliness, and then they can reattach everything. So I would just call this basement finishing, and we'll just have them replace that wall. And then we're gonna paint down here as well. Here's the workroom. I would just say let's get all this out. Here's that basement window. It's got a board in front of it right now, but the Joes know what to do there, and they should be able to they'll be able to replace that. And then we can just take this old exhaust down, which, by the way, they'll probably be watching this. And then make sure that all of our electrical is either terminated, like any of these hanging wall fixtures. We either got to attach them to the wall so that they can be used, or we need to terminate them. Either way. And in this room, I would just say let's go ahead and just paint it a little bit, and we should be all set. And then as far as this floor goes, well, I think we should just chip this floor up, meaning these little tiles. Yeah, they're kind of coming up anyway. Chip these up, and we could probably just paint down here the floor. The floor over on this side. Oh, so here's this basement bath. We'll have to find out exactly what we need to do here, but my opinion is, well, we may have to just work on this one a little bit. Okay, down here in that basement bathroom, I sort of feel like what they should probably do is just take out this piece of paneling, and replace it with something similar. We've got this basement wall as well, and if they really feel like they need to, we could just take that piece out. Other than that, we want to fill the gap in the concrete wall, and again, we'll paint this so it looks just a little better, and we'll leave it the way it is. So now we're in this is the laundry area. Remember I said that we have to have a GFCI, and this one does not have that little red and black button. So any of those plugs have to be changed with a GFCI. Last question probably for the Joe, Malishka, and I to talk about is, are we better off just removing this ceiling and painting the ceiling black, or should we just replace this little section with some drywall? And that's about